trauma with this guy, man, and the whole situation. And I just want to say, I think he needs a lot of prayer, and he needs mental health, like the things that we can relate to, you know?
Absolutely.
I think that's what's going to save him or help him. Nothing else. I don't think we should talk about him. I don't think we should make fun of him.
What has just come out about Q of Day26 and Diddy is just horrible, y'all. We've heard over and over again that everyone had to go through something with Diddy, and the bad boy artist had it the worst because he held the key to everything. But what Q was doing just cracked open another layer of chaos. When we thought that we heard everything there is to say about Diddy, Q revealed that we are still just barely scratching the surface.
I kept trying to get in contact with him because all I wanted was an apology. All I kept saying, like, could you apologize? Like, could you just apologize? But for what I can't talk about right now. But I just wanted to apologize because something was wrong with me, man. Something was wrong. And like on your last Vlad interview, you could look at me and tell like something was wrong. Like I wasn't the enthused person. I wasn't cute. I looked like stressed. I looked like I was in a dark place. So like you could tell like something was wrong. Like
apparently he woke up one morning and found a tape of himself being floated around, and it was reportedly taken by Diddy. And the worst part is he couldn't even remember anything about how or when it happened. But the one thing he knew for sure was that it could not have happened without Dawn Richards helping Diddy, all in the name of paying her dues. But what exactly is Q talking about?
Talk to Diddy?
Not as often as I'd like, but that's the homie forever.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know that Puff had bought me out of a contract prior to even getting on the show. Like it wasn't I chose Puff over my group at the time. It was more of when someone does that, where I come from, you got to respect that on a large level. So I gave loyalty to him. All his crazy, I look at things like that as loyalty. So I was loyal to him and I paid my dues back like a businesswoman should.
Right.
Until he said, okay, your dues are paid. And then I left. Now,
if you've been following since the Cassie scandal that kicked things off in 2023, and then the RICO charges that really just exposed how much the industry protected Diddy, then you already know that Diddy kept tapes and records of just about everyone that crossed paths with him. And that's how he kept everyone in check in order to stay powerful. But the thing is, most people thought that those tapes all came from Diddy's infamous freak-offs. They believed that the people caught up in it were complicit in Diddy's actions and just didn't know that every inch of Diddy's house was covered with cameras. But what if what Q is saying is true? That isn't how it went down, because Diddy still managed to get a hold of something over him, even though he was being super careful not to get anything on his image. Q Mosley of Day26 had always stayed away from really talking about Diddy, and whenever he did, he was always so shaken up, and sometimes he would even break down crying.
I don't understand. No, it's okay, bro. I don't understand why someone would sit down and think about hurting someone. I don't know. Or laugh about it after they do it, you know. Like, I don't get it. That's why I said none of them are innocent. I'm not here to expose anybody, but none of them are innocent, man. Like, none of them are innocent. Y'all all coming after this man for millions of dollars when y'all were a part of it as well.
Even when he showed up for an interview this year with the rest of his group, he looked a bit shaken up and triggered when he was asked if anything ever happened between him and Diddy. It was only when he showed up for the interview with Audrey O'Day that he expressed the reason why he finds it so hard to talk about Diddy, and the things that he saw became clear. Around the time Day26 was an active group, Q started dating Dawn Richards, who was also signed to Bad Boy Records. They became the first couple that we know of out of Bad Boy, aside from Faith and Biggie, and their relationship was so mainstream that it became a major storyline on Making the Band. One day, Dawn approached him and said that she had something new for him to try, a pill that she had gotten from Diddy. She showed him a second one that was meant for her and gave him the impression that the intent was for them to do something freaky together later on. But by the time Q took the pill, and when he came to, only to see Diddy standing over him looking down on him with a bunch of other men in the room laughing, he woke up screaming and his body felt like something had happened to him. Yet he couldn't quite put a finger on exactly what he was feeling.
My ex at the time, which was Dawn, she gave me an ecstasy pill. And she said...
Is that what she said it was?
Yeah, she said it was ecstasy, and she said it was from Puff to give to me. And it was red, And I took it because I thought I was going to get freaky with my girlfriend. You know, we tried ecstasy before and I trusted her that's what it was. He gave her 2 of them. I took mine. Within like 20 minutes, I knocked out and blacked out. I woke up in the twins' bedroom in the basement, and I woke up out of my sleep screaming very, very loud.
Who are the twins?
I don't know their names.
Are you talking about Diddy?
Diddy's twin. His girls. Yeah, I woke up in their bed. 2 cameras filming me, and they were laughing as I woke up out of my sleep, screaming. And it felt like...
Okay. Yeah, take your time. It's okay. It's understandable that you're reliving this and emotion comes with it. There's just no way around it. So it
felt very sacrificial. That's what I meant when I said, I felt like they were trying to hurt me or Diddy was trying to maybe sacrifice me that night.
Someone even left a comment explaining what Q might have been feeling, saying, "The thing is, he wasn't asleep. He was awake the whole time. His coming awake was just his consciousness returning back to his body." And that makes a whole lot of sense because it was only when he started poking Don that he found out that the pill was more like a horse tranquilizer than a regular recreational pill. And it gets even wilder because it turned out that Dawn never took the pill that she told him she was going to take. She only pretended to take it to give him a false sense of security. And when she saw that he had taken the bait, she spat hers out and told Diddy that he could come in. Q also said that there were 2 red pills. She never took hers. That part always haunted me. It felt less like a shared experience and more like an experiment. Like I was a lab mouse in some twisted trial to see how fast I would collapse. My trust had been manipulated and my vulnerability exploited. After I came to, I began experiencing disturbing psychological symptoms, auditory hallucinations, racing thoughts, intense paranoia, and crushing anxiety. My thoughts weren't clear. My memory started slipping. It felt like my mind had regressed. I was forced to relearn basic things with support of doctors and loved ones. The pill had broken me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And he isn't just talking about Diddy here. He's implying that Dawn Richards could have been a possible accomplice. So it didn't take long before Dawn responded with a statement of her own saying, "I want to be unequivocally clear. I have never drugged anyone, nor have I ever given anyone pills to take. The suggestion that I did so is categorically false. If such a belief were genuine, it would be inconsistent with the actions that follow, such as inviting me into your home, introducing me to your sisters and family, and continuing a relationship with me. It would also be inconsistent with choosing to attend social events without me, engaging with individuals I had previously expressed concerns about, and continuing to live with or provide favors to those same individuals. Many of those actions occurred while I was not present or even in contact with you." Do we need more evidence of this? Dawn's statement was basically here doing the same thing that Diddy and the jury did to Cassie. She's basically asking him, why would he stay with her if she did all of those heinous things to him? And did y'all notice that even though she claimed not to know about the incident or what happened, Dawn knew that he introduced her to his family after this? Like, Q never said when the incident occurred. So how could she tell that this was his behavior afterwards? And Dawn must have clocked it too, because no one needed to say more before she took the statement down. Instead, she had someone else, Diddy's former chef, Jordan, defending her, claiming that Dawn was not a liar and Q was basically alone in how he was feeling.
Also, before I forget, Dawn Richard is not a liar. Dawn's not a liar. I was in LA for a lot of stuff that happened, and I was also in New York and the Hamptons. With Dawn and DAY26. A lot of you know, the trip where like after that Q lost his mind and he was never really the same. I was in the Hamptons. We actually forget how much that I was really around for. So yeah, Dawn Richard is not a liar, has never been a motherfucking liar. If you guys knew, okay, working for someone that weaponizes food and punishes people and not allowing them to eat or sleep and berating them and all of that, like, yeah.
But it seems like Q was more than ready to talk and let everything that he's been holding on to for more than 2 decades out, because as soon as Jordan said what she said, he didn't even bother to get into a beef with her. He just dropped a snippet of a video he was talking about and laid it out on the table. According to Q, Jordan wasn't even there when it all went down, so how could she have known what happened unless someone else fed her what to say? And the video basically confirmed everything Q was trying to tell us. He looked so confused and out of it, like who wakes up from sleep like that? And for him to be soaking wet, that means he was on something super strong. Dawn was also in the video laughing at him and scaring him, knowing that she had a hand in it. That must have been scary for Q to wake up and slowly realize that he had been played. And I don't know if y'all noticed this, but right before the camera moved, Diddy tried grabbing something. And there's no need to spell it out before you know what Diddy was about to do. And the crazy thing is, he might have still done it, and that's why the camera had to pan away so quickly so it wouldn't be recorded.
So that's why I said I feel like he's in jail, and I'm not judging anybody because I think he needs prayer and help, but he's in jail because he's a danger to himself, first of all. And he's a danger to the world right now. And I think there's a lot of people that are scared that didn't come out in the beginning, that are very scared because it's a scary situation. It's not just him that could possibly hurt you. It's people around him that are still close to him that could hurt you, or it's just really deep, man.
So say what you want about Q of Day 26, but the thing is, when it